All right, I think this is finally on. Yes, it looks like it is. Okay. Oh, and someone's already been here. Mayor says, I wish I could stay up that long, but I'm about ready to go to sleep. Have to watch tomorrow. So good night. Good night, Mayor. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, I have such a weird schedule that more often than not, I'll be coming on in the evenings like this, sometimes in the mornings. And I just realized I should have sent out some emails. Well, we'll do that when we're done with this. Anyhow, these the stream tonight and the one I've got tomorrow night were both motivated by the fact that Amazon told me that packages were going to be arriving a day early. Turns out the only package that was at issue as far as arriving a day early is the one there behind me. Um, the other one will be here tomorrow with cat toys, and that was a more interesting one anyway. So I'm just here because I said I was going to be here. So I'm here. And I did find out something interesting. It's really hot in my office tonight for some reason, so I am not going to sit in this damn jacket. Ah! I'm going to knock everything on the floor, though, while I am here. Ah, hang on while I pick this up. So what I knocked on the floor was, again, something I find interesting. I may be the only person in the world that finds it interesting, but I got a Christmas present. Uh, Thank you, Links. I appreciate it. And it's the top one of the subjects tonight. Another subject could be that Amazon box behind me. I could do a unboxing. I'm pretty sure it's cat food, but I'm not 100% sure. But Mike Oldfield, I mentioned before, he's one of my favorite artists, composer, musician. I enjoy pretty much everything he's done to greater or lesser extent. And if you go to the community page, you'll see that there's basically a weekly thing where I link to a YouTube video featuring one of his songs. So I think it's called "The Greatest Songs of Mike Oldfield," Part One, Part Two, Part Three, all the way up. I've identified up to Part 15. Um, Maybe I'll pre-program those in case I get abducted by aliens, so they can keep coming. But I got a Christmas present this year. Um, and it was uh, this. It was a reissued version of QE2, Mike Oldfield album from 1980. It's all instrumentals. Well, the original one. Here's the original one. It was all instrumentals. And yeah, someday I will figure out a way to do this without all the glare, but today is once again not that day. So here's the original QE2 in this hand here, the original CD rather, and here is the reissue from 2012, which, as I said, I got a Christmas present. And the reason that I was given this Christmas present was because I was chatting one day with well, LL Hundal is probably how most people know, or if you go to New Low Games and look up products there, you'll see that a whole bunch of things are things she's contributed to, including the creation of Rolf, the role-playing game of Big Dumb Fighters, which is something I encourage you to check out if you are just interested in a game where you just characters are quickly made, or you can use pre-generated characters, and then all you do is you roll dice and you beat up other characters. It's You fight. That's what the game is for. Now, since we all love role-playing games, the ones of us that are involved in new low games, and role-playing games, capital R role-playing games, we as opposed to role-playing games, ROLL, Rolf got expanded to actually accommodate role-playing games, and then shrunk back into a pure fighting game called You versus Me, where players would make I would make a character based on you if you were playing, and you would make a character based on me using the rules, and then we would swap those characters and we may end up not friends at the end of the game because you'd have this. I would now see how you see me, given the character you made based on me, and vice versa. And then those characters would then fight. Um, Hopefully, we'd still be friends at the end. But anyhow, so this is my original CD of QE2. And it has like 9 instrumental tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 instrumental tracks, including the title track, which is probably one of the better ones on here. It's one of the longer ones as well, and it really does sort of. You can actually feel the QE2 launching, sailing across the ocean, just musically. Now, what happened as I was talking with the Hundal one day, I was opening this up because I was going to actually play Arrival. There's an ABBA cover on here, an instrumental cover of, oh, hello, ZXL Master. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good night. This is just me babbling because the package I thought was going to arrive early actually is arriving tomorrow, which is still a day early, but Fridays are the days I prefer to get Amazon packages, so it all worked out. But I opened this CD, and there's no disc. Somewhere through the years, I did something with this disc, and I could not find it in old CD players. I could not find it. There's a couple of old computers that I've dragged around. I couldn't find it in them. So it was gone. And so I did not have any of these songs anymore. And some of these are actually pretty good. Taurus 1, first in a trilogy. Taurus 2 is the best of those. Sheba, an interesting, not quite instrumental. There's some really nice vocals from, I almost said Molly Ringwald there, but there's some really nice vocals on it from, let's see, they don't give me the name of the singer, and I just blanked on it because, hey, I'm live, and I always forget names when I'm live. Maggie Riley. Maggie Riley has some very nice vocals on Sheba. So this was gone, and I cussed a little bit about it, and was kind of bummed. But Christmas came. Very generous Link sent me this, and I have yet to break the shrink wrap on it because it also came with a. She ordered it off Amazon, and I guess there's now a free version of this on Amazon. So, or maybe I just got it when I was playing with my Prime account. I don't know, but I found the content on this disc on Amazon. So it either was there, because I've had that happen where I bought CDs and the content is online. So maybe because this was a Christmas gift off Amazon, I got the full benefit of both the free digital version and the CD. I'm hoping. But what I find interesting, okay, well, yeah, see, there's actually what the disc is even kind of pretty, this 2012 edition. Because the version that I had from Caroline Records, let's see. Well, okay, this is just a version of one of the original Virgin CDs, but it was a pretty plain disc, kind of like this, like most discs were back in the 80s and when the CDs were coming out. But like Mike, and I got all the Mike Oldfield discs in this little thing here. There's holes where I can't locate them. Hopefully they're in a box somewhere, or I've lent them to people and never got them back. I'll have to rebuy them. I don't know. But QE2, stay on topic, Mr. Miller. This is very pretty, and you got little artwork there to see. Oh gosh, am I putting the CD in right? Yes, I am. It kind of matches what's on there. But the most interesting thing, oh, there's even some stuff to read on the inside. Was there stuff to read on the inside of the original one? I don't remember. It's been so long. Oh, yeah, there is. Well, most of it was just the Caroline reissues on CDs, and then the credits for the tracks that were on here. And was I right about Maggie Riley on Sheba? Yes, I was. Maggie Riley did do the vocals on Sheba. But this had the exact same music on it as the vinyl that I had and have. It's actually in storage in an attic or a garage, more likely, in a house in Salt Lake City. But this had the exact same 9 tracks on it as the record, which was actually is the case of most of the old Mike Oldfield CDs I have, except for QE2. QE2 has a bunch of bonus tracks on it, some of which are B-sides of singles. And, oh, of course, ZXL Master. Yes, you can tell I am babbling. Yep, well, that's what I do. But, so yeah, if you want to get me off track, just say something or ask a question about something that I'm not talking about and watch me go spinning off into the ether. Because another topic that's on my mind tonight is the whole OGL 1.1. That's a topic another day, though, probably. So it has lots of tracks on it, including one called Polka. I have not, as I said, I have not really, oh, you know what? Before I lose the flyer, let me put this in here. QE2 is actually, it's not one of my favorite Oldfield albums. It's going to sound weird, but it's a little too much electronica for my tastes. A little too 80s, actually. But you still have some wonderful guitar work by him. Actually, I'm not sure if it's too much electronica. If I had to rank his discs, it wouldn't be in the top 10. But he hasn't done a truly bad album, in my opinion. So it's still worth checking out. But Polka, and I'm going to experiment here to see if I can actually figure out how to play a track that can be heard and which doesn't start echoing like mad. And I may end up getting a copyright strike. That would be unfortunate, but hopefully not, because I'm just going to play a little bit of it just to show you Mike Oldfield and his backup band being recorded live while on tour in 1980, according to the liner notes on the CD. Yeah, it's a European tour. Don't say exactly where or when, but here's Polka. It looks like it's coming through. So yes, Mike Oldfield. Just a few bars from Mike Oldfield's Polka. And let's turn that down. And we'll let it run in the background to see what happens. Actually, there really isn't much of it's mostly just the guitar that's playing there. Which, again, is one of the most outstanding things about Oldfield's music. Yeah, ZXL Master, let's go ahead and watch your your latest short. Is that one of these promoting someone's YouTube channel? All right, we're going to go ahead and just cut the music because I will be opening a different tab here. I'm not sure that can be heard or not over it, or whether you can even hear it anymore. Okay, this actually, I like this polka track. It's one of the better tracks on this extended version of QE2. So, a really interesting track on here is Shiva. Maybe I'll play a little bit of that for you guys later. I'm not sure it's exactly good, but it is interesting. It's needing some serious remixing in my mind. And yes, here I am talking smack about Mike Oldfield. Yeah, that's what we music critics do, you know. So let me get at ZXL Masters' new film. Because if I click on the link that you sent me in the window I have open, it will shut down the stream. And that would be no fun. I discovered that last night when I was trying to do that. Let's see, my channel. And once again, you're watching me type. It's always thrilling to come watch one of my live streams. But hey, I'll be opening a box of cat food in a little bit here. So right there behind me, you see, there's a box. Unboxing videos are always exciting, right? They get tons of views. So yeah, stay for the unboxing. Stay for the unboxing. Maybe it's not just cat food. Maybe maybe there's something that would you would give to Brad Pitt in the box. Who can say? Oh yeah, and if you're finding this somewhere down the line, please by all means subscribe, push that like button, tell all your friends. Go buy my little booklets over on DriveThruRPG. Do all the things. Yes, please do all the things. And why is this being so slow and coming up? Okay, there we go. And we are present. Yes, and I'm scratching my nose as always. All righty, so let's see here if I can see the side chat. There is the side chat. So I click on the link that ZXL Master put up. And now I'm running video. Please watch to the end. Wait. I'm going to spin through this a couple of times because I looked away as it was. All right, let's see here. No, it didn't just rerun. I thought those things always just cycled through. Well, let me play it again so I can see what I missed because. Oh, so that's the music. St. Anne's Real. Okay. And I take it that's one of those free to use on YouTube kind of videos or kind of tracks. If not, this stream is going to be loaded with opportunities for the little gremlins to send me nasty grams. Gremlins, whatever, the algorithm-y creatures, digital scanner thingies that are looking out for violations of all that is good and right and true in the universe. Yeah, YouTube approved. If there's you go to all right, let me open another tab because I can never have enough open tabs if you're me. Let's see. Yeah, if you go to your the YouTube studio where you are mixing your videos, I don't know if you're probably using something more advanced than uh, the basic stuff that I am working with, but there's an audio library there, and there's all these tracks that you can either that are licensed for use on YouTube, and you can either just they're either licensed type for you just use them with wild abandon. You don't have to even say where you got them from or who the performer is or composer is. In fact, I've used at least one of those on a short, maybe even two. And then there is a second, there's like almost 1,500 tracks right now that you can use. I was looking at actually some of the Christmas ones, thinking about playing them behind some of the poems I was reading, and I just didn't get around to it. And okay, wow, this has actually grown since last time I looked at it. So I can't find the other light. I'm not getting to the other license type where you have to. They say you have to give credit to the owner / performer of the track. Yeah, these are all no attribution required. Maybe they've moved all the ones already because they're talking about changing or adding some new. Uh, oh, Dave, I am so sorry. You just missed it. Um, there actually were 5 cars that we were giving away, and if you just been here, God, 10 seconds earlier, I'm so sorry, man. It's just not your day. Jeez. Uh, maybe next time. Okay. Yeah. Well, whatever. I cannot find those other licenses right now. It's all you can use the auto track however you please on YouTube videos. Um, you use Vlog now. It is a professional grade app. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to monkey around with what was that, BS Studio, whatever it was, BO Studio, whatever the thing I was playing with the other night and not having much luck with. I'm gonna probably be futzing with that again. Yeah, I guess you don't need that beater anymore. Now you have that Maserati, huh? ZXL. Give that beater to Dave. Very generous of you. Gosh, what is that other license that they have for their music? Darn. Maybe it's all been realigned already, and I just don't. Whatever. Who cares? Anyhow, so does I assume Vlog. I was going to watch that little video again to see what that bit was that I missed when I looked away. So yeah, it's actually so. Are these just a curiosity, ZXL? Are these tracks you do just because you like the channels, or do people approach you and say, "Hey, promote my channel," or how do these come about?
That guy's another child.
All right, that's not the one I'm trying to get at. Let's back it up. There we go. Knitting, makeup, sewing, photography. God, this channel is all over the place. Even all right, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit so you can hear me over the music. All right, let's see here. So the channel that this is actually really nice. Oh, for God's sakes, Miller, will you click on the right thing already? There we go. So Jess Jess Karas. It's her channel where she does all kinds of things: knitting, spinning, yarn, makeup, sewing, photography, gardening, handcrafted herbal teas, and geocaching. Is geocaching the thing where people go to locations and then put a pin on the map? Because I think I heard people talking about this at one of the parties I was at over Christmas. Oh, let's see what else this person does. A lot of videos, a lot of interesting looking stuff. Oh, even some court covers, I think. And I get excited about court videos because I watch those. No, I don't know what this is. Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. There's an emergency. So live streams on this channel actually are probably commentary on court cases. Okay. Wow, she does do everything. I play a lot. It's really fun. What is this? Oh, playlist. Judge Simpson. Yeah, if you like watching court YouTube videos, you can't go wrong with Judge Simpson's court. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think you can see by when I got on here that probably editing and uploading is the right way to approach it, rather than getting on here and just doing whatever, saying whatever comes into your head at any given time and going and a lot. Yeah. So editing is probably the way to go, and someday I will take the time to learn to do so. But once again, this is not that day. This is just me on here because I said I was going to be on here and then realized, oh crap, no, that is not the box I think I'm getting. Because I think the cat toy is going to be fun to wave around. Hopefully the cats, although tonight they're not joining us. Or no, they're not. Maybe they're still a bit scared of the office now that it's starting to change, that I move things around. I don't know. But hopefully tomorrow night when I'm opening up the box full of cat toys, they will show up. But I think I'll open that box behind me now, unless there's something else somebody wants to talk about. Any complaints about the free cards that I've given away in the first 5 minutes of the stream? Direct them to Elon Musk, because he provided the cards. I just facilitated the giveaway. So, yeah, hogging the bed. Actually, one of them. If he doesn't show up, actually, even if he does show up in here, when I do go to bed, he will be in the middle of the bed and will have to be picked up and moved, and then he'll come back. Your next victim. Oh, your next victim is Reggie Photo. Let's see. Look at Reggie Photo's channel. Just out of curiosity, see what's there. And they're hardly victims. You know, hopefully they're thankful for you promoting their channel. Let's see. Reggie Photo.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, oh my. Well, I will have to look at this guy's channel, see whether these are his films or other people's films that he's putting up. Because, well, here, about. Let me see what Reggie's channel is about. Life is for living. Capture the moment. Photography is not a crime. No, it's not, but it can be if you're doing certain things in a certain way, Reggie. Um, I keep hoping that one of these folks is gonna. I'm gonna read an article about some of these people that go out and stick cameras in folks' faces to cause scenes. Uh, get themselves get themselves sued about misappropriation of someone's image and on monetized channels. But that's a dream. A dream held by a one-time genuine journalist. Over 500 channels. Wow. How many channels do I subscribe to? I've never actually even looked. I just kind of say, oh, that's a cool channel. Let me click on that. And then I probably never get back to it again. But let's see. Now that I'm thinking about it. Again, thrilling live stream. It was much more thrilling when we gave away the cars, but you missed it. You missed it if you're coming in late. Switch account. No, my channel. No, not my channel. I should probably keep an eye on this. Oh, Dave doesn't have electricity, just hopes and dreams. Well, the internet is powered by hopes and dreams. So that's why you're actually being able to talk in the chat and see what's going on. Because that's really what Nikola Tesla was harnessing, and those towers he made, the meh, 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 that's actually hopes and dreams. That's charging all of that. And if YouTube doesn't boot kick or kick boot kick, drop kick. Englishing is hard. What can I say? If YouTube doesn't drop kick this video for copyright infringements due to the music I've been playing around with, they will do it for what they will claim is spreading misinformation, but I'm actually spreading the truth because as Dave is clear evidence of he has no electricity, yet here he is on the internet watching YouTube purely through his hopes and dreams, just like Nikola Tesla when he was broadcasting energy and transmitting stuff. Yeah, I crack myself up. Very few other people, but I do crack myself up. I don't even know how many. I have subscriptions. I can't see how many I'm subscribed to though, because I'm looking at the wrong page. That's why. Here we go. Subscriptions. Still can't tell. But there's a bunch. There is a whole bunch. Oh, if you like subscribing to channels, let me recommend a channel to you, ZXL, just because this guy does some beautiful little horror films, horror shorts. I'm gonna put a link to the channel in the side chat. He has a new movie out. Actually, lately he's been every Thursday. I think he's been putting out a new film. But let me grab a link to his channel, put in the side chat. Because yes, directing people away from my live stream to another channel, that's the way to do YouTubing. Because I'm fueling people's hopes and dreams, and then bringing more energy into the universe and into the internet, and that's also what G5 towers do. G5 towers? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at this point. Although I should be careful with my language, I guess, given the new YouTube obscenity things that you're not supposed to say dirty words like, well, I don't know. I started to watch the MERB debate. I don't know. I really call it a debate. But yeah, if you want to see some great little horror shorts, go to that channel. Or you can go to my Terror Titans blog and look up films by the director, whose name, of course, I'm blanking on. Oh my God. Because I've got some of his best films I've put over there as part of 31 Nights of Halloween. But his channel is worth checking out. AMC, what does that stand for? All right, let me go to the channel. Alex Magana, or Alex Magana. I don't know how the N with the little squiggle over it is pronounced. I know all kinds of languages, but none that are useful, apparently, because I don't know Spanish. Yes, but anyhow, back to the MERB Fest. I caught the MERB Fest over on the Troll Mafia channel. The first I was watching I started watching it while I was at work and things were slow. And then I remembered, oh yeah, Kate Peter curses a lot, and MERB curses a lot, and they were saying fuck a lot. And so I had to stop watching it while in my office at my desk. With a person that I don't usually work with, because if it had been my usual partner, it would have been okay, because we've watched far worse, and she has a mouth like a sailor. But oh, did I close that channel? Oh my God! Don't say I closed that channel. Well, I can open it back up, and it'll be where I left off, I'm sure. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. MERB versus Frauditors Exposed, formerly legalized drugs. And actually, I'd seen a couple of videos. Other people had like quoted this legalized drugs / Frauditors Exposed guy in the past, and I said he was kind of interesting. But yeah, I got to the point where I think I'm 48 minutes in right now, and then so about halfway, and I'm at the point where Kate very accurately described MERB as being smug, because it's kind of, the smugness is like oozing off him. But, and I will admit, I had a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out, okay, what are people's positions here? Did I miss something at the very beginning of this? Again, I started looking at it at work, which now I'm confessing it on YouTube, that I'm watching YouTube videos at work. Oh no, this might fall into the hands of a certain social civil rights activist, and he may tell on me to my bosses. Oh no, oh me, oh my, whatever shall I do? Oh, you're back, XEL Master. Okay. See, for a moment there, you must have lost hope, and the internet cut out. It is powered just by hopes and dreams. Dave called it. But yeah, when I'm done spouting nonsense here on YouTube, I will probably, as I'm fiddling around, continuing the efforts to organize this whole mess behind me, and an even bigger mess that is in the neighboring room. And also a little bit behind, there's some sliding doors over there with some shelves that just need to be reorganized. But I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna open this box now to see what's in it. And I'm turning my back on the camera because, again, that is a very professional thing to do. It is a sign of a well-prepared, um, well-executed broadcast to be turning your back on the camera, just in case, Dave, you ever want to just turn on the camera and go live like this. You always want to turn your back on the camera as much as you possibly can. Oh, Zoe, am I freaking you out? Oh yeah, this is definitely the cat food. So this is going to be very exciting to open this box. But unboxing videos are always really popular, right? They're big, giant hits. Everybody loves an unboxing video, especially when I'm using a sharp knife, because the suspense is, will he accidentally cut his arm with a knife, and will there be blood everywhere? If there is, I mean, that can go viral, right? And I can get thousands of views and get monetized in a split second. All right, so we are cutting the box. We are cutting this Amazon box, and again, ignoring the camera. And this is out of view of the camera because, yeah, why not? Ah, look at that. And you can see that bits of junk here behind me, actually. There, those are tags for my cats. Neither of them have collars on, so they're not wearing the tags. And this right there, it's a grocery bag full of comics that a friend was going to get rid of, and he gave them to me. That knife, that's why you get bad cuts. Yeah, if it just, that CX says the knife is not, that's why you get bad cuts. Well, or I don't edit because the knife won't cut. Oh, crap. So also, one thing you don't want to do when you're doing YouTube videos is put a box on the keyboard of the computer, because that could be very bad. And I did that, hoping the keyboard isn't ruined. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. This is the exciting moment. What is in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? Oh, yep, I was right. It is cat food. Dun, 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 dun. 4 months worth of cat food. Maybe less than 4 months, but in that ballpark. And it is not only, it is not just cat food, any cat food, it is, dun, 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 Purina cat chow. Hairball plus healthy weight. And healthy weight, yep, that's what I got. I got plenty of healthy weight, as you can see. And let's tilt that back up, shall we? So you can see my beautiful face next to the Purina cat chow. And yeah, this, one of my cats, this is all he will eat. Unless he is very, 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 very hungry, then there's another brand of Purina that he will eat. And, well, let me rephrase that. He will eat a few bites of it, and he has to be really starving. And this, for whatever godforsaken reason, this keeps going out of stock in grocery stores and pet stores in the Seattle area. So now I just have it set up so Amazon ships me a box of 4 of these, what are they, 3.5 pound bags? Yeah, 3.5 pound bags. And, oh, in case Purina is watching, I'm available as a product spokesperson. See, yeah, see, Purina Cat Chow. For over 50 years, Cat Chow has been dedicated to creating expert-based formulas to help you. This is, Dave, this is why you recording and editing is a smart thing to do. Cat Chow had, for over 50 years, Cat Chow has been dedicated to creating expert-based formulas to help your unique cat be happy and healthy. Yeah. Well, if this ever is no longer available, I know one cat that will not be very happy because this is all that dumb beast will eat. And this bag is Best Buy January 2024. This, by the way, tells me that it's 100% complete and balanced for adult cats. Indoor formula, hairball, and healthy weight. It's got all 25 essential vitamins and minerals. Helps promote healthy weight. And natural fiber helps control hairballs. So my cat apparently is a health food nut. Cat videos, yeah. Cat videos that Dave says, if you want views, make cat videos. Yeah. So sometimes I'm sitting here getting ready to turn on the camera, or I'm fiddling with it and can't figure out why it is I can't seem to launch it. The cat that loves that Purina dry food will sit on the back of this chair, or he will have hopped up on this table and sit there, or he will be over here playing with a sock. There's a couple of hospital socks there that he likes to play with. But once the camera starts going, he leaves. You may sometimes see him in the back over there. I think Zoe just left, saw it out of the corner of my eye. But those dumb cats, they do not want to cooperate. And if I try to get film them with the cell phone and upload it, again, they won't cooperate. This dumb cat will be in the bed. He will be doing silly things. I get the phone out and boom, he's gone. So yeah, my cats do not want to be YouTube celebrities. Or it's because I haven't started to deal with their agent and they are just telling me to go screw myself. But they don't really dare do that because I am the guy that gets him the only food he'll eat. And I give her a little bit of wet food every time she yowls. Well, not quite every time, but more time than I should, especially when she's a little butterball of a cat. And ZXL says best hairball control is to own a Sphinx cat. Well, that is true. I think those are very weird animals. I don't know if you have one, but I don't know. Actually, I have to admit, I've never actually known anyone that has one or touched one. Just looking at them on pictures, I'm going, yeah, I don't know about that. Those are the ones that are. Do they charge you rent or do they let you stay there if you serve? They let me stay here. Actually, what I found fascinating, and I don't think maybe I have blattered about YouTube, but just because it's a story I like to tell, so I'll tell it again. Those cats, I was looking to get cats, and at a New Year's, was it Thanksgiving? I was at a party with a friend, and he'd heard I wanted cats again, and he knew about these cats. They're 8 years old, a little older than I typically look for because I like to get them when they're between 6-7 months and a year old, because you get them at that age and you can kind of help you can shape their personalities a little bit. So these guys came fully formed and with all their whatever habits they had. The boy cat is very gregarious. The girl cat, I'm pretty sure she was abused by whoever had them in the past, just based on her behavior, especially right when I got her. But I'm anticipating that once I bring them here, they'll be in the bedroom for, half a day at least, hiding under the bed. So I let them out of the carriers. I come into the office. I'm sitting here typing, and next thing I see, they're walking past me, exploring. So they didn't hide at all. They started exploring the apartment immediately. They picked spots immediately. So they pretty much claimed this place as theirs as soon as I brought them in. It could be they were that adventuresome because my friend he basically put them on leashes and walked them around. I adopted them from this place in a pet store, and he would walk them around the pet store when he was there to. He volunteers there to help them with the animals, and well, specifically, uh, let's see. Steve carefully keeps the nursing staff off camera. I don't know what that means, other than someone is telling the truth that I am crazy. But yeah. But the cats, yes, it's basically their place, essentially. They immediately claimed it and wandered around. That's the moment they were in here. But yeah, they had no fear. Other than, oh, there she is. Other than Zoe, she still is a little bit afraid of being petted. And if I were to try to pick her up and show her off, she would be fighting and struggling, and it would look like animal abuse. And if they're, I've had them actually a year now. They've asked how you haven't had them that long. No, I've had them, like I said, about a year now. And the cats I had prior to that, they lived to be, I think it was 11 and 12 years, respectively. Maybe it was 13 and 14. But I had those cats since they were kittens and had them for a good long time. Then I went about 5 years without 6 years without having cats, maybe even a little longer than that. And I just missed having them around because I've basically always had cats until well, a few years I was in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania because I didn't settle long enough in any particular place that I wanted to get animals. But once I came out to Washington and had been here a while, uh, I wanted to have cats again. And so I had two cats, brother and sister, for again number of years. They passed away within a few months of each other. And then these guys. Oh, there's Zoe lumbering along in the background, going out into the kitchen. But yeah, so the only time I've and actually even only time I ever had older cats in the past where they just kind of moved in, or they lived in houses I moved into in Salt Lake. Uh, yes, I am in Washington. I'm in the Seattle area, and oh, you're just up north of here. Oh, so this isn't that late for you. Don't know why I got this feeling that you were overseas. Um, Probably because you were talking about Thomas the Tank and making me aware of things that I had missed. Well, actually, when I was a kid, yeah, um, we really didn't have much. When I was a little kid, didn't have much of my pets because we were living overseas and we were moving. But before we moved to Europe, we had cats. When we came back to Salt Lake, came back to the States, lived in Salt Lake City, we had lots of cats. And then, yeah, since here in Washington, I've had cats on and off, and I really love having them around. And oh, there's Mr. Francis, and he also missed the giveaway of the cars. Yep, we gave away 5 cars earlier. You and Dave are late. Sorry, no cars for you. But oh, you also missed a very exciting unboxing portion of the video, so you want to go back and watch that later. Yes, all kinds of excitement. All kinds of excitement. I also reveal the truth behind what powers the internet, because Dave let it slip, and I just gave it all away. So yeah, all of that is earlier in this video. So that's what you get for showing up late. Yeah, so there. Actually, I do have an early thing tomorrow morning, so I probably should not be babbling on too much longer. Wait, you got all the 5 cars? Oh my gosh, you and your sock puppets. You need to stop making all those puppet accounts. XDL Master. Get a cat fountain. You know what? I did get a cat fountain. And, well, I thought I got a cat fountain. I could have sworn I bought one. Can't find it. I cannot find it. So I had to change the water bowls constantly instead of just, changing the cat fountain every couple of days. Because, yeah, I think they would, again, my experience is cats like the running water. So a cat fountain is what I prefer. So that's, if I don't find the cat fountain I could have sworn I got, I will have to get a cat fountain for them. Oh, yes, talking about Misa. Yep. Yeah, that cat lived to be in her 20s, I think. Something like that. Little stray cat picked up, loved me to death. I don't think any creature has loved me like that cat did. Yeah, easier than the tap all the time. Yep. Actually, aside from the boy cat now jumping up on this table and then sometimes up here, only because I picked him up and put him up here one day, those cats don't jump up. They don't go for the sinks. They don't go, other than the bed. They jump onto the bed, and that's the only place they jump up on, and the couch. I guess I'll keep adding places now because they jump up on the back of the chair too. The boy does, but the couch and the bed are the only places that they go. So again, whoever had them when they were very young, trained them well as far as that goes. They also have no interest whatsoever in people food. It's the only cats I've ever had that they don't even want to try to get your bacon. They no interest whatsoever. Again, I'm not surprised with the boy cat because all he eats is that one brand of dry food, but the girl, she'll hoover up anything except it has to be cat food. No people food for them. But as I was saying, I do have an unpleasantly early morning tomorrow. So I probably should wrap this up. But on my way out, I think I don't know if any of you are aware of the drama that's going on in the role-playing game business at the moment. Wizards of the Coast is releasing a revised version, or Hasbro is releasing a revised version of the open game license, which is something for the last few years I have been futzing with and doing itty-bitty pieces of, and basically been very slowly working on a superhero role-playing game. And we also have a couple of comic book RPG releases that are pretty much done. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and keep going as I've been going. And I guess if I lose my platform or if Wizards decides to sue me, I'll have to get in line behind Cholito. Well, although he was in the Seattle area, he didn't bring in my lawsuit, so maybe he'll never get around to it. But I'm probably just going to go ahead and keep producing the game products and comic book anthologies I have been doing over the last few years, because I don't know that they put that genie back in the bottle. There's only one way that I can, again, not a lawyer, but layman's understanding of the way contracts and copyright law work. There's only really one way that they can put the genie back in the bottle. That is the open gaming license. And it's a really awkward way, and I don't know that it would even work. So I'm not going to freak out about it the way a lot of publishers are, a lot of fans are. The 36 people that buy my booklets can keep buying them, because I'm going to keep producing them every few months until such time as I get thrown in copyright jail. We'll see. Oh, I'm sorry, so self-absorbed here. I forgot to look at the side chat, even though I moved it, so it's right behind the camera now. So I should be able to see it as I'm looking at the camera, but no. Back and taking a class online at, oh, the UW even. Oh, well. So what class are you taking? Oh, yes. Dave, they did try to crack down years ago. When Wizards went from 3rd edition of D&D to 4th edition of D&D, they created a variation of the open game license that was strictly for 4th edition. I never looked at it because I skimmed it and decided, oh, okay, this is entirely too restrictive for me to even want to consider doing anything with. And like the new thing that they're working on, the version 1.1, there are things about that make me feel uncomfortable, where I will produce something and they'll be able to say, wow, what a nice, this is going to sound incredibly arrogant, because Hasbro wouldn't give a hoot about what I do. But just from a theoretical perspective, I produce a book, it becomes popular, they look at it, they like it, and they can say, wow, what a nice book. We're going to take that and we're just going to publish it verbatim. And well, it sucks to be you, because now we have it and it's ours. That is what the license says, that they can take it and they can say, nah, you can't use it anymore. It's now ours. Screw you. And so this version 1.1, I don't particularly care for. The version 1.1 also says that, well, yeah, it says that it supersedes previous versions of the open game license, and that they are now no longer official, and things cannot be produced under them. And that's what I meant about when I said, if I understand it correctly, and I might not, because I'm not a lawyer. No, that it doesn't work like that. There's a little word in there, in perpetuity. The license granted by the open gaming license as it existed was in perpetuity. My stuff, if released under the open game license, if you are doing open game license products, you can take the stuff that I designate as open game content and put it in your products, so long as you have the license and you acknowledge that I created this stuff that is in your book. You can do that in perpetuity. There are ways that you could weasel around that kind of wording. If from what I've seen about the revision, the way that it's being approached is not the way you would want to weasel around that. But again, I'm not a lawyer. Nothing I'm saying here is any kind of legal advice. The bottom line is I'm just going to say fuck it and do whatever I'm doing until I lose my outlet over at DriveThruRPG. Let's see. Cody says that he had to because of budgeting for food stamps. Oh, class on cooking. No. Oh, you had to take the class. Because, oh, I see. Okay. Those are the worst kind of classes. Classes you have to take, I mean, are the worst kind of classes. But, maybe you can share some recipes with us you come up with because you take the class. Come up with some recipes. We'll stick them in a book. We'll sell it. We'll sell dozens of copies. Dozens of copies, I tell you. But anyhow, I think I distracted myself from Dave's question about didn't they try to crack down on the open game content a few years ago? Yeah, when they came out with 4th edition, they did. And they, I guess there was a horrible backlash from the fan community. And the reaction was, at least from one of the publishers, Paizo, was to come up with the Pathfinder game system, which became a big hit for them and sort of made them grow tremendously as a company. Pathfinder is basically 3rd edition D&D under a different name. So I don't foresee it quite being like that this time around. I actually don't know what's going to happen this time around, other than I'm just going to put out the 1 or 2, 3, 4 releases a year that I've been doing for the last few years. Some will be open game content with the license in the back until Wizards, six the lawyers on me, or I get kicked off of drive-through, whatever happens. Others will just be the clip art packs and other, if I can get Hundal back to the being more of a game designer again, we'll have some more Rolf products. That's kind of her baby, and I want to take it away from her. What do I expect you to do with all of those the cards that you won? Well, don't do all the pop socket sock puppet accounts. And you wouldn't have this problem now, would you? And writing a cookbook already. Okay, don't try to make it a cookbook with a hook, because that has bitten me twice now. Well, it's been decades, but maybe. I wanted to do a gamer cookbook. Didn't fly. Wanted to do a book with easy to make dishes paired with a movie to watch, thematically tied to the movie. And the editor didn't like that idea. Didn't like the cookbook aspect of it. He liked the reviews, the movie review aspect of it. And so my book of reviews of bad movies, that's how that came to be. And some of those bad movies aren't really bad movies. They're just movies that some people think are bad. They don't like the genre, or there's aspects to them that they really would not enjoy. But it started out as a, hey, here's some films and with food thematically tied to those films. So yeah, a straight up cookbook is probably the right way to go. So good luck with that. Good luck with that, Cody. I have a friend that likes to cook, so she can try some of the recipes out. They had a cable show called Dinner and a Movie way back. Oh, I did not know that. I have to look that up. But now it's 1 a.m. and I really should be an adult and go to bed, as much as I love talking to the camera and love talking to you guys out there. But yeah, ZXL, give the Maserati to Dave. That would be my recommendation, first of all. And all right, ZXL, see you next time. And I will have to go check out those two channels you recommended, the one that you made the video for, and then your next quote victim. And yep, good night. We'll talk to you later. And good night, Dave. Good night, Cody. Good night, Moon. And I'll be back tomorrow night, and which I'll open up a box of cat toys. Woohoo! Another exciting unboxing video, I'm sure. But for now, I'm going to, as I said, say good night. And I'm going to push button number 1. Push button number 2, and we are clear.